Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to talk to you about embracing a mindset that can transform your life and propel you toward extraordinary success. The belief that I'm the one. Too often we look around and see others achieving greatness, and we think to ourselves, that could never be me. But what if I told you that you are the one who can overcome obstacles, achieve incredible goals, and make a lasting impact? Believing that I'm the one means recognizing your unique strengths, talents, and potential. It means understanding that you have everything within you to succeed and that you are capable of achieving your dreams. Today I challenge you to step into this belief, to own your power, and to declare with confidence, I'm the one. I'm not sure what you're dreaming of. I don't give a damn how depressing it was because you've been pursuing that ambition. However, I can tell you that the dream you have in your head is realistic. See, there are situations when we are unable to claim, I can, yet we are still able to state, it's possible that I could have my dream, as we strive for it and work on it every single day. I don't think any of us have dreams that weren't given to us with the intention of realizing those specific desires. And on June 1st, when classes ended, I recall this high school instructor, Leroy Washington. We had only a few days left before our departure. I recently received my report card, which stated that I would need to attend summer school because I failed both English and history. In addition, I was thinking to myself that I was a failure because I completed papers more slowly than most people. And I had a really terrible and self-deprecating sensation. I was in the 11th grade, and even though I wasn't allowed to be there, I went in because Mr. Washington was giving a speech to the graduating seniors, and I felt like that speech was for me. And my heart started to race as he said. Tears started to stream from my eyes. He was a really dramatic man, and I was in the back listening to him talk about how I still talk to him now. As you prepare to graduate from Booker T. Washington High School, he stated, I want you to know that you are extremely fortunate and highly favored. And so you should start realizing that you are capable of greatness as you move into the future. And if just one person in this room starts to imagine that they are blessed and highly favored to achieve their goals, if just one person truly understands what that means, that you have greatness within you and can manifest that greatness, that you can make your parents and your school proud, that you can change the lives of millions of people, and that the world will never be the same because you came this way, then the world will never be the same. And he received a thunderous standing ovation from the students. I chased after him as he fled out of the auditorium, catching up with him in the parking lot. Mr. Washington, I said. Yes, he replied. Do you remember me, sir? I said. No, he replied. My name is Leslie Brown, I said. My mother works in this cafeteria kitchen. Leslie and Wesley are the twins, including myself. Mr. Washington, you know that I have these lofty aspirations, he continued. I enjoy having conversations with others. I adore people. I want to work with people, I declared, and I have this goal of owning a house for my mother. Could I carry that out, Mr. Washington? It's feasible, Mr. Brown, he said. I called him again as he was leaving. Mr. Washington, I said, what do you want now? He asked. I uttered, yes, sir, I am the one. I declared, I'm the one. Do you recall me, sir? I am Miss Mamie Brown. The word is me. The word is me. How many of you have big dreams you'd like to fulfill? Please raise your hands. Key objectives you hope to accomplish? Wonderful. Rocks the single pebble to your left and right. Say, you have something special, while maintaining eye contact. You are capable of greatness. Just do that now, please. Excellent. I often question audiences, how many of you have big dreams you'd like to realize? I have another question for you because I've been thinking about this. I experienced a relapse of small C cancer last year. I was given a 2 to 3 year prognosis when I was diagnosed with prostate cancer 15 years ago. One of the things I believe physicians should never say to a patient is that they have a terminal illness. Instead, they should say that their knowledge and capacity to treat them has ended. However, as I've been thinking back on my life, I have a question for you. I know you've accomplished things you're proud of and feel good about. However, how many of you are aware that you could have accomplished more than you have thus far if you could have lived your life over again? Please raise your hands. I provide evidence to support the claim that our actions and accomplishments in life are but the very beginning of what is potential for us. I would like to discuss some ideas with you. I want you to consider 3 objectives you would like to accomplish in 3 different spheres of your life. First of all, what is one personal objective you would like to accomplish? Would you please consider that? Initially, my aim was to purchase a house for my mother. My adopted mother adopted 7 children in total, including myself. And I think of Abraham Lincoln, who once remarked, "My mother is the source of everything that I am and have ever hoped to be." She kept children and cleaned houses as a domestic worker in Miami Beach in the United States. We donned the secondhand clothing that belonged to the kids she retained. She prepared meals for families and we consumed the leftovers from those gatherings. These folks were incredibly giving and nice. "Mamie, you can pack up whatever food is left and take it home to those children you have adopted," they would say. And as I used to stroll past these enormous, exquisite homes, I would ask, "Mama? Leslie, what's up?" she exclaimed. "As I grow into a man, just like this, I'm going to buy you a big, gorgeous house. How many of you have a specific someone you'd like to help? Please raise your hands." Excellent. We'll demonstrate for you how to accomplish it. I want you to consider your financial objectives now. Expanding your enterprise, propelling your profession, and reaching new heights in your life. I want you to reflect on the goals you have set for yourself, the reasons you came to this place and invested in yourself, and whatever those aspirations may be. And hopefully you've set a higher standard for yourself. Please multiply that by 100. It is not because they aim too high and miss that I have discovered most individuals fail in life. I discovered that the majority of individuals fail in life because they aim too low and miss, or worse, they never aim at all, which is what I did for the most of my life. I now want you to consider the societal contribution you have made. What has changed as a result of your presence? According to Horace Mann, we need to feel guilty about passing away before having had a significant impact on humanity. Reducing the number of women who pass away from breast cancer is one of my objectives. My mother battled breast cancer for 22 years. In what number? Men older than 40? Please raise your hands. Men in their 40s. Excellent. One of the objectives. Every time I give a talk, I urge men to undergo a digital rectal examination and a PSA test, which stands for prostate-specific androgen. I'm blushing as I speak about it, but you can't see it. A buddy of mine was at a medical convention. I'll be happy if Nick and I check our prostates by walking around and peering in our ears. There has to be a better way. "Les, come on in and get a free rectal from me." I said, "No, because you're too driven, my friend. Don't roll in that manner." You know, one of my objectives is to teach individuals how to become global from local, how to expand their business, how to be the voice of their company, how to enhance customer service, how to create their leadership voice, and how to tell their narrative. I want you to consider what you want to accomplish in life and the kind of difference you want to make. And when you consider those 3 categories, let's declare with confidence that it is feasible. Everyone in unison, please declare that it is feasible. It's the simplest thing for me to do, to come prepared to speak on your behalf. However, the most challenging thing I've ever done, which took me years to accomplish, was to have faith in my ability to succeed, given my background. Born in an abandoned building on a floor in the impoverished Liberty City neighborhood of Miami, Florida, the twin brother was adopted, classified as mentally handicapped in the 5th grade, and moved back down to the 4th grade, and failing once more in the 8th grade without attending college. And I wouldn't know either of my birth parents if they both got up and greeted me as a son. I watched a late-night movie one night that was titled Magnolia and starred Tom Cruise, and it stated something like, "We may be done with our past, but our past is not done with us." As many of you are aware, our self-perception can be influenced by events from our past. As soon as you realize that, raise your hand. I therefore want you to write this down while you examine your goals and yourself. Life doesn't give you what you want. In life, you attract what you are. You must cultivate an aspirational mindset. It's something you have to make yourself. Be not conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, reads a favorite book of mine. Furthermore, your current actions indicate what matters most as you start making self-investments, reserving a moment to be present here. The late Peter Drucker referred to this period as the era of the 3 Cs: increased complexity, fierce competition, and accelerated change. Thus, while you examine your objectives and yourself, Make time each day to improve your thinking and broaden your perspective on your own potential. As you are aware, they conducted an interview with one of the richest individuals on the planet, Warren Buffett. What is the most crucial investment that people can make today, they asked him. And this occurred during the height of the U.S. recession. This man possesses billions of dollars both in real estate and the stock market. The most crucial investment you can make, he continued, is in yourself. Please repeat after me, everyone. Live large, die poor. Repeat it. Live large, die poor. I was reading some lines one night by Dr. Howard Thurman, who was a mentor to Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., Dr. Albert Switzer, and Dr. Mahatma Gandhi after I had 238 radiation seed implants. Deep is the hunger, the voice of the sincere, he wrote, the pivotal instance. He stated that having family members pray with a man or woman as they pass away is the best scenario, as I was thinking back on his remarks. But picture, if you will, yourself on your deathbed with people gathered around your bed, he continued, the specter of your dreams, thoughts, skills, and gifts bestowed upon you by life. However, for whatever reason, you never followed through on those aspirations, never put those ideas into practice, and never made use of those gifts. You never made use of such abilities. And there they are, glaring at you with big, irate eyes while you lie in bed, telling you that only you could have given us life, and that we must now die beside you forever. And the question is, what goals, what skills, what abilities, what gifts, what thoughts would pass away with you if you died today? According to a minister from the Bahamas, the richest region of the world is not in the Far East where there is abundant oil. It's not in the diamond mining country of South Africa. The graveyard is the richest site on earth, he declared. You can sense unrealized potential there. You can find unwritten books there. There are concepts that were never implemented. That may be the reason behind Henry David Rose's comment, "Oh God, to reach the point of death only to realize that you've never lived, that you've never even scratched the surface of your potential." Again, let us say, live fully, die empty. Thus, as you consider your objectives and aspirations, I advise you to block out time each day, if you haven't already, to read 10 to 15 pages of something encouraging, to listen to audio programs, to invest in yourself, to open your eyes to the possibilities, and to cultivate an optimistic mindset. The third point is that, let's all agree, it is required. It's true that you may live the life of your dreams, but you also have to sell yourself on it every single day. An African adage states that the adversary outside cannot harm us if there is no enemy within. I told myself I couldn't do this. So for 14 years, I didn't do it. I would visit the late Dr. Norman Vincent Peale, Jim Rohn, and Zig Ziglar. When I saw Tony Robbins, my heart told me I could make it. How many prefer lending a hand to others? Please raise your hands. I can do that, I replied. My inner voice would then start to speak when I got to the parking lot telling me, Les Brown, you can't do that. You're not a college graduate. You really cannot do that, Les Brown. You've never held a position with a large company. You really cannot do that, Les Brown. Who is interested in hearing what you have to say? How many times have you considered doing something you wanted to do? You talk yourself out of it too? Please raise your hands. That's it then. Because of this, it's imperative that we improve ourselves and, as a group, declare that only excellent people should write it down. As you consider your aspirations and objectives for the ensuing 2 years, it's crucial that you consider the people in your life throughout the course of the next 2 days and consider what this relationship is doing to you. MIT conducted research. According to the report, you made between $2,000 and $3,000 more than your closest pals. Whoa! I cut a lot of broken individuals out of my life as soon as I heard that. Son, I promise you that you will become number 10 if you hang around with 9 broke people, my mother stated. Atlanta-based physician Dennis Kimbrough advised finding a new organization if you were the most intelligent member of your current one. Detoxify your life as you consider your aspirations and goals. Is it possible for me to alter them? No. It takes a full-time worker to transform oneself, and some people are so negative that they can start to change as they enter a gloomy environment. It's crucial that you start to comprehend the individuals in your circle by looking at them. Are you developing professionally, spiritually, emotionally, and mentally? Do you see them as a liability or an asset? The other thing is, would you kindly repeat this? while you consider your dreams and your goals. Before you're ready, take action. Yes, put that in writing. As you can see, I mentioned that I am not a college graduate. My name is not supported by any paper or alphabets. And I came to understand that you have to learn to take risks if you want to succeed in life and leave your mark. Viscott asserted that growth is impossible without taking risks. You can't become your best self if you can't evolve. You cannot be happy if you are unable to reach your full potential. And what else is there if happiness is out of your reach? Helen Keller makes some valid points. She claims that life is erratic and fleeting. To ensure you have something exceptional, eat the dessert first. Something inside of you said, I want more, which is why you're here. I'm capable of more. The reason you're here is that you're unique. What proportion of you know folks who ought to be here? Please raise your hands. Yes, you're unique, which is why you're here. You are unique. I choose not to be a common man, declared one man. I have the right, if I can, to be unusual. I'm looking for opportunity, not safety. Having the state take care of me would make me a dulled and humbled citizen, something I do not want to be. I want to be willing to take measured risks in order to create, dream, fail, and succeed. I refuse to subsist on handouts. I value life's challenges over certainties in existence and the rush of accomplishment above a dull, predictable utopia. I refuse to submit to threats or tremble before any authority. I stand tall, proud, and fearless because it is my heritage. To bravely confront the world and declare this, I've completed it. Give yourself a pat on the back for having the extraordinary drive to fulfill your dreams and make a significant impact on the world. Boost your energy levels. Thus, while you examine yourself, not only should we start improving our relationships, but you should also write down your aspirations and goals. You cannot succeed by failing yourself. You see, 85% of people let their fear of failing take precedence over their drive for achievement. It's acceptable for you to make mistakes from time to time. Anything worthwhile is worthwhile, even if done poorly. If you know how to do something, it's worth doing well. If you're not sure how to do anything, it's worth trying a few times until you do it correctly. You have to be open to trying new things in life. I never would have guessed that I was capable of doing the range of things that I have. I don't even know you. Yet, here's what I can say about you. You possess greatness, but staying in your comfort zone will prevent you from realizing it. To do something you've never done before, you have to be willing to step outside of your comfort zone and become someone you've never been. And the majority of people still possess excellence when they pass away. Perhaps for that reason, in a time of agony, one woman asked, what if you live your entire life only to find out that it was wrong? And now for something different. When you consider your aspirations, what motivates you? Why are you motivated to accomplish it? What motivates you? It's my mom here. Her age is 46. She was a major influence in my life when she first adopted Wesley and me, then 5 more kids. That 1 o'clock a.m., am I to the left or right? It's me who looks cute. That 1 o'clock a.m., I'm the person on the left now. Fine. Yes, in fact. While you reflect on your aspirations, don't forget to honor and admire a loved one or someone who has inspired you. And I remember this picture of Wesley and me eating sugar cane from my past. As you can see, we did not have a silver spoon in our mouths from birth. Is sugar cane consumed in Australia? Has someone ever eaten sugar cane? Not just 2 of you, but the majority of you have. Yes, it is quite sweet. It's captivating. We were raised in the part of Florida where sugarcane is grown. The father of Donald Trump handed him $200 million so he could succeed. How many of you are aware that you have a decent chance of succeeding if I offer you $200 million? Please raise your hands. We had an edge because my mother gave us 2 pieces of sugar cane, space. That always makes them quiet. A silver spoon was in Donald Trump's mouth from birth. Which would you choose to eat if you had to choose between sugar cane and a silver spoon? Cane sugar. We had an advantage, as I mentioned. That is the subject of my discussion. I later met someone who had a profound impact on my life. See, the narrative we tell ourselves about ourselves determines what we do and achieve in life. And I got to know this friend. Back then, I worked as a disc jockey. Les Brown, you're more than just a disc jockey, he added. You're more than just a paycheck, Les Brown. Les Brown, there's more in you. How many times have you been the object of someone else's admiration that you were unaware of? Please raise your hands. He kept talking to me even though I was blind to it at the time. Hearing, and hearing is the source of faith. And eventually, I started my own business. I started scheduling performances, inviting performers to visit the city rather than merely conducting a radio broadcast. And in 1973, these little ones arrived. I'm standing in the back there. Michael Jackson is pictured there. In 1973, at the age of 10, I had no idea who they would develop into. They had no idea who I would turn out to be. You have no idea whose hand you just shook when you shook it in front of the audience. You have no idea who they are. No one is, nor has the ear heard, nor the eye seen. God has magnificence within each and every person, including the one whose hand you just shook. Let that knowledge seep into humanity's hearts, and you were picked to demonstrate it, a single sperm out of 400 million. Something exists within you, and God declared, I desire you. I'm lusting over you profusely. The world is in need of something you have right now. We'll all be without it if you don't provide it to us. I want you to carry this powerful affirmation with you. I'm the one. Let it resonate deeply within your heart and mind. You are the one who can change your life, the one who can achieve greatness, and the one who can inspire others to do the same. Every time you face a challenge or a doubt, remind yourself of this truth. Stand tall and say, I'm the one who can make it happen. I'm the one who can turn dreams into reality. Your belief in yourself is the most powerful tool you have. It will guide you through the toughest times and help you seize the greatest opportunities. As you leave here today, make a commitment to embrace this mindset fully. Surround yourself with people who uplift and support you. Take bold actions that reflect your belief in your abilities. Celebrate your victories, learn from your setbacks, and keep moving forward with unwavering determination. Remember, the journey to success starts with the belief that you are the one who can achieve it. Thank you for joining me on this journey of self-empowerment and personal growth. Let's continue to uplift and inspire each other as we embrace our potential and pursue our dreams with passion and purpose. The time is now. Declare it with confidence. I'm the one. You have the power, the strength, and the capability to achieve incredible things. Embrace this truth, let it guide you, and watch as your life transforms in ways you never thought possible. You are the one who can make a difference, and you are the one who can achieve greatness.